to make some extra money. How would you feel if they ended up with your grandchildren or your children at a party and introduced that drug to them?
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
May I speak on his behalf, Your Honor, just momentarily? Mr. Ortiz is not a relative of mine. I was retained by him. I don't have a fee dispute with him at all. Yesterday, I told him what the offer was. He accepted the offer. We had talked about that offer for about a month, and he knew what it was going to be. The young lady worked very hard to get the paperwork together. This morning, I'm confronted with him giving me a paper saying that he seeks a court-appointed attorney. I have no problem with that. I want to start my weekend early if he wants a new attorney. So I'm not opposed to that, and I'd ask to withdraw.
You're going to jury trial, sir. And this is your attorney.
It's just the fact that I feel that I wasn't represented right.
Nope, stop right there. Let me explain something to you. This is what people don't understand. I don't know why the legal profession is a profession where when you have a client, some of them think it's the attorney's fault that they're in the situation that they're in.
Yes, John.
This is your attorney. And what ends up happening is I require that the state make an offer. The state has made their offer. State, are you going to be changing your offer to Mr. Juan Francisco Ortiz? And if a new attorney were to come in, are you changing your offer to Mr. Juan Francisco Ortiz? No, Judge. That offer is not being changed. Today is your plea deadline date.
Yes,
if you are not entering into a plea today, then your case is going to trial and it's going to trial quickly.
Yes, sir.
And you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
And sometimes clients, they don't like the offer that's been tendered to them. Their attorney, your attorney can't force the state to give you what you want. They can't force the state to see the case that they see it or the way that you see it.
Yes, sir.
The state will look at the facts in the case and make what offer they think is a just offer to be made, because their role, according to the law, is to see that justice is done. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. Now, do you want a jury trial?
Your Honor, I would like to have some legal counsel.
Well, here's your counsel right here. Have a seat. He'll speak to you.
You will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Juan Ortiz. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Arnulfo Ortiz for Juan Ortiz.
And are you Juan Ortiz?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 6-8, the state is proceeding on count 1, which is possession with intent to deliver. Penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. The range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. And the cause ending in 6-7, the state is proceeding on count 2, which is a possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1B. Uh, 400 grams or more as a first-degree felony. The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 10 years to 99 years or life in prison and up to $100,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And each cause number, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
We are.
That's anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We'd ask the court to follow the plea agreement. But Mr. Ortiz has a large family and a loving family. They want him back as soon as possible.
All right. And cause number ending in 6-8. The court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 14 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $5,000 fine concurrent with 2025 CR 003667. Taking consideration 2025 CR 000621. And there's to be no residing with minors. And cause number ending in 6-7. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 14 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $5,000 fine. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 003668. Taking consideration 2025 CR 000621. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification? Also no residing with minors. Did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreements, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Let me ask you something. Do you have any children?
I do, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
All of them. One's 26, the other one's 25. I have an 18, a 17, and a 16.
And a 16-year-old. So,
Two grandkids.
and two grandchildren, what are their ages?
One is 5 and the other one's gonna be 2.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. So these drugs, methamphetamine and heroin, how would you feel if somebody in the chain of selling drugs, hey, I'm just doing this to make some extra money. How would you feel if they ended up with your grandchildren or your children at a party and introduced that drug to them?
I would not feel
Mhm.
good at all.
So what you were doing, that could have easily ended up being filtered down to your grandchildren or your children. This whole fast money thing that people are so apt to do, you cannot build your happiness off somebody else's misery. And I guarantee you, if you made any money from this, you probably don't even remember where it went because it wasn't earned correctly. Do you understand?
I understand.
So when you're sitting at the prison, you need to think about your children and your grandchildren and what kind of world you want them to have. And do you want this to be the world? And I read the police report where there are all these drugs in a house and there's a 12-year-old in there. And people are saying they love their children. No, you don't. Because if you did, there would not be a 12-year-old when you have all these drugs in the house, and they could have easily got into those drugs. And I'm sure those drugs stink to high heaven. You understand?
I understand.
You're going to have to do better. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.